We do have laws on the book that say that this is not allowed. So let me just read. This is an AI overview. It says, in Canada, interrupting or disturbing religious worship is addressed under the Criminal Code of Canada. Specifically, sections 176 and 175 deal with the obstruction of religious services and causing disruptions, respectively. So I'm going to read a little bit of the key provisions. Section 176.1. The section criminalizes the use of threats or force to obstruct or prevent a religious officiant from conducting a service or performing their functions. Section 176.2. This section prohibits willfully disturbing or interrupting any meeting of people assembled for religious worship or for moral, social, or benevolent purposes. Section 176.3. The section addresses the action that disrupt the order or solemnity of a religious service, a similar meeting, whether within the meeting itself or its immediate vicinity. And then section 430.4.1, this section addresses mischief, damaging, or interfering with property motivated by hate, prejudice, or bias against a religion, and specifically mentions buildings, structures, or objects primarily used for religious worship. Folks, this is a crime. It is on the books in Canada. You can serve up to 2 years in prison for it. And yet, if you go back to those images of the church in Montreal, you will see police officers in uniform standing idly by while Antifa protests terrorize a church, while they obstruct a church service, while they disrupt it. They use objects to prevent religious officiant from conducting a service exactly as it's written in the criminal code. Was anybody arrested? Was anybody charged? The police just stood idly by, and instead they fined the church $2,500 for the crime of having a religious service. This is the state of affairs in Canada, and not to belabor this point too much, folks, but the reality in Canada in 2025 is that we see other faiths. We see faiths from people in other communities, not the founding communities of Canada, but other faiths, Muslims, Hindus, Sikhs, Jews. All of these people have their religious rights guaranteed, and we see it time and time again. This is what it looks like. This is what it looks like. They can block the streets. They are allowed to have their prayer services. That is all common in Canada. We see it all the time. Large groups of almost entirely, I would say entirely men, able to take over the streets, city streets, blocking traffic, blocking people commuting, blocking Canadians just going about their daily lives. And that is perfectly okay. In fact, if you criticize it or if you try to stop it, you will be arrested. You will be stopped. You will be criticized.